Hey everybody, it's Mr. Allen from the Smith Hill Library here in Providence, Rhode Island, and today I'm going to show you a pretty simple craft that you can do to make some fun cartoon characters similar to the ones you would find in books like these. This is I Am Fire, and this is I Am a Seed, and these are by Gene Marzolo, and they're illustrated by Judith Moffett, and that's the kind of illustrations I'm going to show you how to do in a very simple form today. They're basically just cut paper and in some cases cut fabric too. So I'm going to show you a very quick guide on how you can do this stuff at home. So what I like to do, I have some construction paper. In fact, I got some leftover construction paper I'm going to use because recycling is a good idea, right? So I'm just going to get a pencil, and I want to make a circle, so I'm going to use something as a template to make some circles. And old yogurt containers or applesauce containers or those little fruit cup things that you might have at home, these are pretty good to get a nice circular shape. Of course, you can use other objects around the house, maybe even toilet paper, but you gotta be careful because I know that's a hot commodity lately. But anyhow, so I'm gonna show you how to do this. So I'm just gonna trace this, right? You can't really see this here, but I'll show you in just a second. I'm just going around. So I got the circle there. Got a pair of handy dandy scissors. Just going to cut that. We kind of need a soundtrack for a program like this. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything with me. Not sure what kind of mood I want, but something fun. You can probably play a good soundtrack at home to back up this video, okay? So find something fun to play as we're cutting and grooving along here. I would sing, but I don't want to scare you. Okay, so now we have the circle for the head. And of course, you can use any kind of paper, any kind of colors, whatever you want to do, because it's your person, it's your cartoon, it's your craft, right? So I have that. Basically, I'm using what paper I have. So how about, I want to give this character a hat, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this shape again so I get the shape of the head down, okay? So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to put this down. Say that the hat, I want the hat to cover about this much. You know what? Let's make this easier. We have scissors. Okay, rather than hold the whole piece of paper. So I want to trace it because I want to get the hat to come down about there, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it this way so I know where it's going to go. I'm going to make it an arch shape. Pencil. And go around the top of the head there. I don't know if you can see that pencil line. Probably not. But I'll show you when I cut this. Wish it was sunnier, right? I'd see better. Okay. So now we've got the beginnings of a hat. Stick glue. You can use any kind of glue. You can even use tape if you want. I'm going to try the stick glue. Yeah, let's get some glue on this. Got some good gluing music going on back there. I'm thinking Japanese punk rock. That's what I would probably play for this craft, but use your imagination. Pick your own music out, right? Okay. Yep. Okay. We're getting there. I think a little pom-pom on top would be fun. Not sure what. All right, more scrap paper here. Gonna make a roundish kind of shape. Because it doesn't have to be exact, so there's like a roundish shape there. Put a little bit of stick glue on that. Boom, boom, boom. And go like that. See? So for the mouth and the eyes and the face, you can either cut out some fun shapes, like maybe you can make the lips or something with the red paper here. To save time, for the sake of the video, I'm just going to use a Sharpie. So I'm going to draw, let's try to get a face on this. I'm going to make it really quick. Okay, so real quick. Okay, we're getting there. See, this only took a few minutes, right? Now I want to get some kind of body going on. Think what kind of things I want to use, because you can use stuff like this. I have an idea. Let's see what other kind of colors are in my pad of construction paper. This has been in the sun, so it's kind of faded a bit. Got some green. So I'm just going to cut a little block out of this and try to get an idea how I want to do. Okay, because we can do arms too. So usually what I do is I put the head about here and then I kind of draw out a bit of a body. Okay, doesn't have to be too big, doesn't have to be too crazy. I want to do something kind of simple here for the sake of this video. Get you some ideas. Okay, so let's see the paper lines there. I mean the pencil lines. All right, see that shape? It's a very simple one there, but you can make this, you could just do a triangle. You can do any kind of geometric shape you want. Whatever you can draw, whatever you can think up that would fit. Just going to quickly cut that out. Dun, dun, dun. Need dramatic music for the cutting. Dun dun dun! See what I mean? Makes it more exciting. this little cutout part. Okay. So, by flipping it over, you don't see all the pencil lines. The pencil lines are on this side, so we just flip it to use the good side, okay? Or if you have a good eraser, clean it up. And then we're going to put the head on. Stick glue! Glue, 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 glue. Oh, plonk. That's not on there too good. Need more stick glue! Need more stick glue! See? We're getting there, right? I give him a mitten, because mittens are easier to do than, you know, the whole hand with all the fingers. That could be a little difficult to do. I'm just going to make this simple. I mean, if you're good at this, you can do the whole hand with all the fingers if you want. But I'm just going to make a mitten, because I only need to do with thumb, basically, right? It's just, so let's go. Lining it up with the sleeve. I want to make sure it's going to fit properly. And should have drawn this in reverse. Oh well. It's okay. Cut, 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 cut. In this case, I'm going to have to use an eraser later to clean it up, but that's okay. I use tape for this. Tape. Tape that on, see? Now we have him. All right. And then maybe I can get a design to go on his shirt. And that's where maybe something like this can be fun. Oh, perfect. Let's give him a nice Christmas sweater, right? Why not? It's time for a Christmas sweater. I'm just going to make this fit right. A little careful cutting this. You don't want to cut your fingers, or anybody else's fingers for that matter. This is a bit tricky. It's tricky. Come on. Da, da, da. Next time I'll bring dramatic music so you don't get to hear just the sounds of the scissors. The sounds of scissors. Maybe a song there, huh? Cut, 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 cut. And doink. Creative sound effects. And there we go. Oh yeah, it's gonna look lovely. It's gonna be great. Ready? It's gonna be awesome, because I said so. It's gonna be perfect. Well, maybe not. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be, all right. It's great. Christmas sweater. It's spectacular. Okay, so I can kind of make some pants here. It's going to be kind of simple. Use black paper since it's right here. Again, make sure to measure to get the right size. Which you want to fit pretty good. Okay, wait a minute. I need to think about this a bit. Oops. Da, 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 da. It's gonna be awesome. Cut, 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 cut. Cut, 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 cut. And I'm going to show you some examples of things I made the other day as examples. Let's see how this looks. I do the shoes too, because I don't know if you get the impression that this one of the shoes is you're looking at it head on, so I don't know if that works or not, but we're gonna do that. And then that character is gonna be done. Yeah. So here's one. I try to do that as simply as possible, but again, you could just use rectangles, triangles, you can use whatever shapes you want, you can use whatever kind of paper you want, you can even use, if you wanted to, you could even use props. For example, here's an old picture here of Tom Brady from the newspaper. You can cut his head out and put it on instead, right? You could. You can make a Tom Brady kind of a paper doll by cutting that out and putting it on. So there's many, many possibilities you can do with this. But this is just one example, you know, based on some ideas from this and some other famous cartoons you probably have seen on making very quick cartoon figures. Now I've got another over here that I did yesterday. Started working on this one. So I decided to give it some fun hair. Again, some scrap parts that were lying around. It's going to have him holding a football or something, I'm not sure yet. But possibilities are endless, right? Just simple shapes, simple cutting, a little glue or tape, and you're in business. And if you really want to get creative, once you know the secret, you can do all kinds of things. Once you get used to doing this process, you can get more and more advanced and try more and more creative ideas. And then, it's magic, right? I know you might think I'm crazy, but now you get something to do. And I'll show you how I did this one. All right. So with this, I took a picture like this one, printed it out, You can either try to draw the shapes yourself, or what you can do is you can take this and then cut it into different colored stencils. It's almost like doing a puzzle. So you see, if you cut this piece out here, right, and you trace it, you trace that shape. I traced it onto some pink construction paper and made that part. And then this was black construction paper. This was the tan construction, this white. And then I used a hole punch on these white things here. Now for the face of this rock star is a little bit more challenging. I'm trying to put this back together because it's like doing a jigsaw puzzle in reverse. Okay, so I can get this to work. So here's the picture, right? So I cut it into different stencils. Said, all right, so this is going to be the face. So I cut that out. So that was going to be traced onto, I did it upside down, traced it. And then I cut that out of the tan construction paper. And then I had this part. I know it's tough getting on the glasses. And then I traced that onto the black construction paper to come up with this. And then I had to draw in the nose and the mouth and the ear. And again, hole punched to add some reflections into his glasses, not the same as what was in the picture, but I'm not going to get that detailed because that would be a little much for me. But there's so many things you could do. Have fun, see what you can come up with. All right, that's our craft for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Have some fun making some great figures and all kinds of people. You can make an entire adventure or a play or your own book. Lots of things you can do there. So have fun, and we'll see you soon, okay? Bye, everybody.